talk this morning about something.
Washington to talk about. Tonight we're going to think. Let's take a look.
Sad thing is that it works. They've created class envy in so many average Americans that they love hearing that. Yeah, you get even with those bank guys. How's it going to improve here? Let me ask you a question. Those of you watching on my first national address. Take the favorite villain you've got. Maybe it's John Thane at Merrill Lynch because he used his own money, his company's own money, to redecorate a bathroom in an office for $1.2 million. By the way, to do that, he had to hire a contractor. They got paid. He had to hire a designer, had to buy furniture. That's called stimulus. And he did it. But all of a sudden, John Thane's thrown out. John Thane's humiliated. John Thane's embarrassed. How dare he? He did this a year before they took TARP money. And all these congressmen are standing up saying, this is not going to happen. We are not going to watch these people capping executive pay while Obama tries to live like one. You know, he's trying to emulate the lifestyle he is attacking. That's what liberals do. The two sets of rules, one for them, one for everybody else. But it's coming. If you think that John Thane or the Northern Trust CEO, if you love them getting attacked, if you love them being ripped, ask yourself the next day, do you have any more money in your pocket? Is your life any better because that guy got taken out or taken down by some haughty senator from Massachusetts? And if you ask yourself this, you will realize your life is no better off, that the Democrats and Obama are asking you to feel better simply on the basis that they're going to get revenge for you. But your life isn't going to improve. Somebody else's is just going to be destroyed. And they want you to be happy over that. That's sick. And that is not the United States of America. Besides, as far as John Kerry is concerned, if it weren't for his varicose veins, he'd be totally colorless. Now let's talk about the conservative movement, as it were. We, ladies and gentlemen, have challenges that are part and parcel of a movement that feels it has just suffered a humiliating defeat when it's not humiliating. This wasn't a landslide victory, 52 to what, 46? 58 million people voted against Obama. There would have been more if we'd have had a conservative nominee. But no. I don't mean that. I mean that in an instructive way, as a lead-in to what I'm talking about here. There's no humiliating defeat here. I can't tell you, sometimes I get livid and angry. We do have an organizational problem. We have a challenge. We've got factions now within our own movement seeking power to dominate it, and worst of all, to redefine it. Well, the Constitution doesn't need to be redefined, conservative intellectuals. The Declaration of Independence does not need to be redefined, and neither does conservatism. Conservatism is what it is, and it is forever. It's not something you can bend and shape and flake and form. Thank you. For the purposes of this occasion, I'm not going to mention any names. I bet with you I won't have to. People watching my first address to the nation might be curious what I'm talking about. They will find out in due course. Just trust me on this. I cringed. It might have been 2007, late 2007, or sometime during 2008. But a couple of prominent conservative, beltway establishment media types began to write on the concept that the era of Reagan is over. Now, and that we needed to adapt our appeal, because after all, what's important in politics is winning elections. And so we have to understand that the American people They want big government. We just have to find a way to tell them we're no longer opposed to that. That we will come up with our own version of it that is wiser and smarter, but we've got to go get the Walmart voter, and we've got to get the Hispanic voter, and we've got to get the recalcitrant independent women. And I'm listening to this, and I am just apoplectic. The era of Reagan is over. When the hell do you ever hear a Democrat say the era of FDR is over? You never hear it. Not only that, the President of the United States today, alternate days, thinks he's FDR, thinks he's Abraham Lincoln, and sometimes, like Tuesday night, thinks he's Ronald Reagan. We have, our own movement has members trying to throw Reagan out, while the Democrats know they can't accomplish what they want unless they appeal to Reagan voters. We have got to stamp this out within this movement because it will tear us apart and will guarantee we lose elections. We have to. You see, to me, it's not even, it's a no-brainer. It's not even something to me. How do you get rid of Reagan from conservative? The blueprint for landslide conservative victory is right there. Why in the hell the so-called smartest people in our room want to chuck it? I mean, I know why. I know exactly why. It's because they're embarrassed of some of the people who call themselves conservatives. These people are New York, Washington cocktail elitists, and they get made fun of when the next NASCAR race is on TV and their cocktail party buds come up to them. I can't believe those people are in your party. How can you put up with this? You know, and so it'd be easy to throw them overboard so as to maintain these cocktail party Beltway, New York City, inside the Beltway media relationships. But I tell you, this notion that Reaganism is dead, that conservatism needs to be refined. Let's take a look at this. We've got to go get the Walmart voter. I opened my remarks tonight by telling the people watching on Fox who we conservatives are. When I look out at you in this audience, I don't see a Walmart voter, and I don't see a black, and I don't see a woman, and I don't see a Hispanic. I see human beings who happen to be fortunate enough to be the luckiest people on earth. You are Americans. Conservatism. For us to make the decision that we've got to figure out policies